Wappa, welcome, welcome, welcome everyone back to the bi weekly Vertical EMA, the place where we take you guys through the latest updates, what is happening behind the scene, and where you guys can ask questions directly to the team. And guys, this is gonna be a wicked EMA, an EMA that is going to be setting up Vertical for the next mega push for the next couple weeks, making sure that everything that we've been working on for the past 3 months is consolidated into the right place, the right time, with the right people, and with the right partners. And making sure that also today you guys fully understand what we are doing here, what we've been building towards, and why this is finally, the moment where we feel that we are going to be pushing out mega updates, utilizing marketing, and also initiating deeper liquidity, strategies. And guys, I have our CTO of Vertical obviously here. He's a beast in development. He has been making all the products that you love. So today, guys, I'm gonna be doing a presentation, right? We're gonna be running through this while we're doing that presentation. Mac is jumping in. He's gonna show you guys, give you little teasers, give his thought as well on what we're building with Vertical. And guys, this is just super excited. I think there's a few things in here that are very crucial to know how we are going to be operating and strategizing, our token, but also our ecosystem, the products that we, are constantly improving, the amount of usage that we have, all of those kind of things. Today is the EMA where we're gonna give full clarification on the direction going ahead. And guys, everyone who is tuning in here, well, lucky you, like always, during the EMAs, you are going to get this information the first before it actually gets announced on our socials. So, thank you for tuning in, guys. This is going to be a banger. Mac, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Let's unmute myself. I'm doing very well. Thank you, Mark. I love your energy. Well said. And yeah, we're still here basically, building like never before. I feel there's something buzzing in the market also. Like something is coming on Ethereum and on Base. And as always, we are preparing like to catch that next wave. So while we wait on that, we are building on the background nonstop. Um, 2 years already, and yeah, with all our experience in the team, the mistakes that we've made all these 2 years, and the connections we made along the way, I feel that we're positioning ourselves in a really good way with Vertical. And we are not done yet, guys. We are just getting started, actually. So yeah, that's it from my side.
Perfect, perfect. I was just doing a mic check because I saw that you turn on your own microphone. Keep in mind, Mac, we
Oh
are
yeah,
routing
yeah.
through the
I'm mic'd
same
up
receiver.
very professionally as well. That's the new standards here at Vertical, of course.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
so I
yeah.
need to do
For,
adjust on that.
for everybody who wants to know, we're sitting at the office, of course. Mac is sitting across of me. But they are saying that they're not hearing you loud, so maybe we need to slightly adjust. No, no, maybe the microphone more towards your mouth. Anyway,
So,
guys, let's jump into it because it's gonna be a mega one. Let me just set it up right here.
guys, are you hearing me well or no?
I do not look. I'm not looking in the
Yeah,
communicator.
it's all good now. Perfect,
Okay,
perfect,
perfect,
perfect.
perfect, perfect.
That's good.
Okay, we do this. Present full screen. Alrighty, guys. Let's do it like this. We grab this one. All right. Add to the screen. Gonna be like this. Pull this up, and then. All right, guys. So Vertical. There's a couple things that we're gonna be pushing in the next couple weeks because we have been building, of course. We've been transforming. We've been evolving. In this ecosystem play that we wanted to turn Vertical in. Right. People that has been with us since the start know that we've been building and shipping multiple products in the past 2 years. Think about the motion that everybody loves, Stream that just had phenomenal amounts of registered users. Obviously, also, the studio and the cloud. Not all of them, of course, were as product market fit ready, right? But again, guys, we're building a business here. We're experimenting. We are bringing you guys the AI solutions, and we're doing that through our token, giving you guys the utilities in all those products that we bring. And that's what we are, guys. We are an ecosystem. Let me correct, we are the ecosystem introducing AI solutions on chain. That is the vertical ecosystem, guys. We want to open up the power of AI for you guys. And we want to make sure that you can access those things, through our token, through stable tokens, anything, obviously also traditional payaways. And guys, this is the mantra of vertical, right? This is the power of us. If you understand our utilities, you understand that this value that we are creating, this usability, the quality that we are delivering in our products, they are going to be, transferred back into our token economy. They're going to be transferred back to you as a token holder. Everything that we seed, everything that we ship, and everything that we scale, you as a Vert AI participant are going to be able to benefit from it more than anybody else using our products or trying to access them. And guys, this is exactly where this EMA is going to be all about. I'm going to take you through every step for the next couple weeks, how we are going to be pushing this into the meta, making sure that everybody understands what we're doing over here. So thank you for tuning in. Guys, let's get started. So tonight, little recap, right? First of all, we're going to be clarifying a little bit what VAPI is, because we've read some misunderstandings in the community chat in the past week. So we're going to be starting off with that. We're going to be talking about, our liquidity consolidation. I think this is very important for you guys to understand why we are doing that. This is also something that, in the community chat yesterday, people were talking about. We need to protect the most important chart that we have. And I'm going to explain to you guys how we are going to be, making sure that we have deeper liquidities in the most important chart for VertiAI, and how we can support this ecosystem push going forward. Obviously, I'm going to show you guys what's coming, right? We have a roadmap set out with a lot of awesome product updates. But I think also something that is very important is that, maybe we haven't represented this ecosystem play that we were going towards properly in our brand. So we are currently working with one of the best designers in the space to match that. And while we're doing this all, guys, Mac is going to give you guys some sneak peeks, some information about the products, and making sure that you guys know exactly what's cooking behind the scene. And of course, we end this whole EMA with the opportunity for you guys to ask some questions. So guys, before we get started, there's something that we really need to make very clear right here, because this is a clear misunderstanding. The VAPI network, right? The airdrop that is coming to, Vert AI stakers who are loyal and stake longer and participate in these campaigns. This is not a vertical spin-off. VAPI is its own company. It has its own dedicated team. It will have its own token, its own business model. It runs on its own chain, right? It's completely independent from what happens at Vertical. It is true, right? I am a co-founder there, and I have invested in the ID, but the team that is working there operates independently from the team on Vertical. And I think that is very important, because it's not it's not that VAPI is going to be a vertical spin-off. It's completely irrelevant to use what Vertical is doing in our current state as a sort of reference what VAPI can be. I highly recommend you guys to follow their X page, get involved over there, look at their website, trying to understand what they're building. It's a phenomenal, strong team. It's one of the best senior cloud engineers building the endpoint over there that I know in my network. There's a phenomenal blockchain team also behind it that I know personally in Curacao.
Yeah.
They are building it. We loved the concept. Obviously, we helped them in conceptualizing it, making sure that all the elements click, etc., etc. You know,
To
but
be honest, Mark, I think even the team is better than we were when we built Vertical actually.
yeah,
So the team that is behind Vapi, these are very experienced developers. These are developers that we know from our network right now, and actually that team is way more experienced than we were when we started Vertical. Um, so the fundamentals of this project of Vapi are way better. And then also
at
we as
start,
a
at
team
start.
at start, and we as a team as founders support and advise this project.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, thank you for the addition, and it's true, right? Obviously, we've learned a lot. The vertical team itself, with the developers in house, obviously, we are extremely experienced as well. But what Mac indeed is trying to say is that the team that is behind Vapi, it's an independent team. Obviously, we know them, but they're highly skilled, highly professional, and the potential that is there is true. And you have to realize, right, that because we are, because we have invested in their company, right, on equity base, they've agreed to do a 2% airdrop to Vert AI stakers. This is part of the Vapi go-to-market strategy, right? This is their way of utilizing, our alliance, our gateway, our distribution and adoption acceleration pathway that we built in the gateway, and they're just the first, right? They're not the last, they're the first. And like we have said in previous EMAs, we are actively looking for high quality founding teams and high quality, concepts that we, can onboard into our ecosystem, right? We build our own products, we maintain our own products, we run businesses with our own products. They all fall in the ecosystem of Vertical. But to expand that ecosystem even further, we are opening it up for external parties as well. So I wanted to make sure that everybody understands this. Vapi is not a spin-off. It runs independently. Obviously, we are involved. We're making sure that they're making the right decisions, connecting to the right partners, because they are doing an airdrop to VertAI stakers, right? We want to make sure that this first one is a banger, and that we build our community in Vertical even further, right? Create that substance that we can attract even more high quality founding concepts in the future to onboard into our ecosystem. I think that was clear. Now let's go to what we are, right? Because I think this is something that we need to be, very clear about, right? So our team is building in-house products, right? You think about the stream, think about the motion, think about gateway, right? On all these products, we have dedicated teams working on them around the clock, full time, pushing them, updating them, increasing the users, increasing the revenue, everything by again. And these are our own line of vertical products. These are built in house. We are shipping them, based on feedback of our users, and these are the products that you guys have already loved. And just to make clear, right, the alliance that we've set up, it's operated through the Vertical Labs entity, right? It's a sort of advisory slash, I wouldn't call it an investment firm. Definitely, it's not that, but it is an entity that can help you with, in attracting liquidity, etc. But especially making sure that those projects that we are opening up our ecosystem to are of high quality, and that they are going to be adding value to our ecosystem. That is what Vertical Labs is all about. And Vertical Labs is the entity maintaining the alliance. And our intention is, of course, to grow the alliance, to make our ecosystem bigger, better, stronger. But keep in mind, we have our own products also. We have teams operating on that around the clock. We are growing, we are scaling, we are shipping. Vertical is it's an ecosystem that we're building right now. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to scale that even further and to increase our revenue, and making sure that all the value that we create within our ecosystem comes to the benefits of the Vert AI stakers, right? Let's see. So, and I think a little bit this is where you're also going to give your insights here, Mac, because the next 4 to 6 weeks, there's gonna be a mega push coming, and that's for
Mm-hmm.
a lot of reasons. One of them is because we see that the market is waking up, right? We see that stuff is buzzing. We see base, you know, uh, picking up right now, and we strongly believe that ETH season is around the corner. And I know it sounds a little bit, uh, yeah, I don't know. It sounds good. It sounds a bit degen, but this is what we see, guys. We see that
It's coming.
on-chain volume is picking up. We've been building all these mega updates, and the next 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna be pushing hard. And this is what is coming, guys. Motion V2, Stream V3. We're gonna do a complete visual rebrand of our core main vertical ecosystem. The name is going to stay the same. Logo is going to get an update, but the look and feel, it needs to be big. It needs to be ground. It needs to show that we're here to expand it even further. Obviously, we're going to introduce new utilities. Our affiliate RevShare utility that is soon going to be live on the gateway.
Mm-hmm.
I think yesterday you've pushed something awesome as well on the gateway. And obviously, guys, we have our marketing team in vertical working on new partnerships. But yeah, before we continue, Mac, take us through everything that is happening on the technical side of vertical.
Yeah, so let's start with Motion, guys. We've launched Motion, I think, almost 2, 3 months ago, and we were building something new right now, which is called Motion version 2. And basically, this is a full strategic shift to a B2B program. We first focused on B2C, and we're still going to do that. And we optimized the director, we optimized the playground, but now we are going to focus more on B2B brands. Um, so what does that mean? I'm gonna go through the whole platform, or like the staging version.
Wait, you're sharing your screen?
Yeah, I'm going to share it right now.
Alrighty, let me prepare it as well.
So first of all, we have a few pilots on board right now, which are who are helping us basically building this product. These are agencies, these are brands. They are testing the platform. Um, you will have a personal organization where users like today's can still just consume the director. They can play with the playground. They can do whatever in an optimized way. The director will have a new model in it, Happy Horse, it's called. It's the new model from Alibaba. It's currently ranked number 1 on the rankings of video models. But of course, we also optimize the whole director, the error handling, the agent. The agent is now fully autonomous, meaning that you can ask it something like generate a cinema movie, and it will make the whole flow in the director, and it will basically also create the video. um, let's see. So yeah, I currently don't have much credits, but James Bond, for example, and we do it with Kling 03. Um, Back in the days, you had to do a lot of stuff. You had to click, you had to generate images. Currently, I can just say, okay, let's build a 30 seconds movie or James Bond scene, let's say. And it will now just make a plan for me. It might ask some questions or gets approval from me. I'll just say, just build it and generate it. Currently, I don't have a lot of credits, so it won't generate, but basically what it will do, it will build the whole workflow, it will build this visual style. And now not only will it build the workflow, it will also start generating the contents. So generating the images, the subject, generating the environment. And then also you can ask it to generate the video. This is all in an autonomous way. We've optimized it, and also the error handling, everything is way better. It will give you a generation plan, as you see right here. Um, Currently, I have insufficient credits, but you can click on it and it will build the images first, then will build the environment, and then will build the video. Highly recommend you to use this when Motion V2 comes live. It also has the Sea Dance model and the Happy Horse model, so that's one of the big improvements. And then also the playground is way more focused and has a more cohesion feeling, meaning that you can use the images really quickly. Like, okay, I've generated Let's say we generate a dog. Let's generate a
I know.
dog, and then it will generate a dog. You can do another generation. We have an upscaler, smart resites. It's more focused on the day-to-day tools that our agent or our clients basically use. Instead of having all these models with low quality, we only focus on the high quality models such as Kling, the Happy Horse, Seedance, GPT Image 2, which is the highly ranked model in on the ranking boards, and Nano Banana, of course. But the
Nice.
beautiful thing about the new approach is that Motion is becoming basically the a brand context layer for brands and agencies. Like we'll be focusing on autonomous, consistent branding tool built on the brand context. And how does it work? For example, here we have Mercado, which is a company, one of our pilots, and basically we fetch their brand context from their URL, and we have all these products in our brand context. We analyze them, we analyze the tone, the colors, whatever. It's a very deep analysis, and then in the tools that we are building for B2B and will also might be available for B2C, you can click those products and you can basically generate a prompt for it. You can use the product images to for in the image editor, you can use the product images to build something new of it. So this is a product of a bag, and you can say, okay, make it red, or do this with it. And then we also have a lot of more flows, which will help these agencies build autonomously new still ads, UGC videos, etc. So this is going to be the focus for Motion. Basically, we are building a brand context layer, and with that brand context layer, autonomous agents will eventually make new content for agencies, for brands, etc. We feel that this is a really the niche that we should focus on with Motion. Um, that doesn't mean we're not focusing on B2C clients, so day-to-day consumers. We are also focusing on those, and the director will be optimized so as the playground.
Nice.
So that's about stream of or about motion version 2, guys. We also have like a dedicated team on motion version 2 right now, which is fully focused on building with these pilots, getting investment, um, and also not to forget is that still the motion is connected to the gateway and to the vertical ecosystem. So eventually with the affiliate program, when you stake, you can get an affiliate tier up to 20% commission you can get. And then with that affiliate code you get in the gateway, you can get referrals. And with those referrals, you earn money. So that's also big because the motion prices for B2B will be higher. That means your commission also will be higher. So
Yes.
all of this is still connected to each other. We're not detaching from vertical at all. We're just upgrading and scaling.
So, and I think it's also noted, good to say here, right, that if you're buying through the gateway, you're accessing an account for motion, using VertAI will give you 15% discount, right? You will get the most economical way to access our tools, guys. This has always been a fundamental. Like Max said, the affiliate rev share is coming very soon. You're able to earn nice tickets. It's a continuous retainer if your clients that you brought in are keep purchasing subscriptions. So it's a beautiful way of our community helping us grow the ecosystem products, and in return also earning from that promotion. And I think that is something very beautiful. um, Thank you, Mac, for showing the motion V2. I think that if we continue, we can also show a little bit, the gateway, the
Yeah, sure.
what you've built there. But let's first give a little explanation about the next sheet. Okay, guys, these are great catalysts, right? We have centered our marketing around it, but something that we also saw that is very important, right, is that the fact that VertAI currently, you know, we have split our attention over multiple chains. Back then, going multi-chain was, looked interesting, but we just didn't see that much activity happening on our avalanche pair, and sadly also not on our base pair. And the core reason for this is, guys, is that all our utilities, the gateway, the full vertical ecosystem, it runs on Ethereum, right? It is the vert token on our e pair that is the access token to everything that happens in our ecosystem. And sure, maybe down the line we can see how we can open this up to more ecosystem on the block, like in Web3. But as of now, we are also we've seen it. We've looked at it. Obviously, we need to protect our chart, and our most important chart is the one that we have on ETH, right? If we want to
Hmm.
push further, if we want to, show people that we're here still investing in the ecosystem expansion of vertical, we got to make sure that the most important pair, gets deeper markets, and a better push in it. So, guys, some of you guys, if you're on AVAX or on base, don't be afraid, but you can always bridge your tokens to the E pair. But guys, we are consolidating the liquidity that we've provided on the Avalanche and our base pairs into our E pair. And this means that we are currently working together with one of the most professional market makers in the space to consolidate this liquidity back into the chart in the most sustainable and supportive way as possible, to make sure that we strengthen the most important pair in our ecosystem. Guys, Ethereum is our home chain. This is where we started.
Hmm.
This is where we are going to be pushing further. Again, right, it doesn't mean that we're writing them off, but at this stage, within the vertical ecosystem, we made a strategic decision to consolidate everything back to ETH. So for everybody trading on Avalanche and Base, please go to the gateway, bridge your tokens to ETH, come there to trade, but mainly also finally have access to everything that VertAI has to offer. Because if you bridge, you get them on the E chain, and then you're finally able to stake, participate in our Zealeap campaign, be eligible for the airdrop by collecting weight, but also getting cashbacks, discounts, and soon also our affiliate rev share program. Guys, ETH is our home. This is where we should be putting most of our energy. 96% of all our holders are here. This is our community, and we should do our ultimate best to protect this and push this further, and making sure that we are ready for when each season comes back. So, guys, this is, in my opinion, something very positive. This is a great development. We managed to get the liquidity, and then we're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be consolidating it into our ETH pair, bit by bit, with a very professional market maker. Um, Super excited.
Hmm.
Heard a lot of, we've been working with them for some stuff in the past. They're one of the best in the space. There's no one in this whole space that I trust more, and we're
Hmm.
gonna do this in the most sustainable and beneficial way for our e pair. So, guys, again, Mac is gonna do a little demo of the
Yeah.
gateway, how you can bridge, just to give you guys a little example how easy it is, because it's just a one-on-one swap, right? You're come to ETH, guys. Let's
Yeah.
make ETH great again. Like, ETH is our home. Let's make sure that we strengthen this, and that this is where we are going to push further from.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I think it's a great development that we fully focus on ETH now. We have more liquidity there now, deeper books. So I think it's a very good development for everybody supporting VertiEye and holding VertiEye as well. Um, for the people that are holding VertiEye on Avalanche or Base, no worries. We've built a layer zero bridge on our gateway. All you have to do is go to the gateway .verticalstudio.ai. You will see the bridge tab over here in the sidebar. There you can click Avalanche. For example, you have a few Avalanche on, or a few VertiEye on Avalanche. You can type in your amount of Verdi. You get a quote. It will be very cheap, so no price impact at all, as you can have with the MetaMask bridges or other bridges. We only have a small, very small fee, just a normal network fee, and you can confirm the bridge. You need to confirm it in your wallet, and from AVEX now we go to Ethereum, and that was in a matter of 1 second. Same for Base, exactly the same. Type in your Verdi, get a quote, and confirm the bridge, and you will be on the ETH chain again, with the deeper books, with more liquidity and better focus, because also you will provide of all the utilities that we have to offer, because all the utilities that we offer are on the ETH chain, of course. Um, so I think it's best for everyone, right? We also saw a bit less or low volume on those chains, so it's fine to have everything on the ETH now. Having said that, we are currently at the gateway. I'm not sure, Mark. Should we also show some other things, or for example, the affiliate? I already have a small, well, sneak peek of the affiliate.
Please do.
So
Also show them again how they can participate in airdrops.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Yeah, that's also a thing. But okay, let's start with the affiliate. So the affiliate will go live within 2 weeks. What will happen? You see your tiers over here, of course. Those tiers are not for nothing. Based on your tiers, you get a commission percentage. Um, if you stake 5K Verdi, you get diamond, 2.5K, you get platinum, and 1K gold, $500 silver, and $250 bronze. And if you look at our website, at verticalstudio.com, and then go to our token page, you will see that for the bronze tier, you will get a 5% commission tier. For the silver tier, you will get an 8% commission, sorry. For gold, you will get 12%. For platinum, 16%. And for diamond, you will get 20%. That means whenever you get this referral code over here, you can give it to well, your friends or people that you want to refer, and you will get basically a commission on every package or every subscription that they buy. So, for example, Motion, if you have a package of one, if someone buys a package of $100 and you have commission tier gold, for example, you will get $12 of that referral. And this will be distributed via Ethereum, or basically USDC and Verdi, sorry, on the Ethereum chain. This will be an 80-20% split, so you get 80% USDC and then 20% Verdi. That's what it most likely will be. This is not like really decided, but most likely it's going to be this. So that's about the referral. This will be live in 2 weeks. I think it's very interesting because all these referrals will be used in Stream, but also in Motion and other products that will come up maybe in the future. And then, yeah, guys, regarding the staking, we currently have 10 million Verdi staked, which is more than 10% of the supply. And sometimes I still feel that people don't fully grasp the opportunity here. Like, staking earns you basically airdrop tokens from our partner projects. So, for example, Vapi, 2 million of the supply will be airdropped to stakers that build up weight. So if you stake right now, you will build up weight based on a daily weight rate of 0.000548 per day, meaning the longer you stake, the more airdrop tokens you get. And yeah, 2 million of the supply, that's a lot. Imagine having the price on like 50 cents. Well, do the math. That's not just a few $100s, let's say. So people, yeah, start staking, I would say. No financial advice, of course, but if you just hold Verdi, why not just stake? You can always unstake whenever you want, right, Mark?
well, yeah, definitely. That's the whole thing.
Like,
I mean, you can
you're
always unstake.
you're not locked in. You're not locked in whatsoever. You're just staking to get rewards. So why not do it? Um, So yeah, that's everything about the gateway. Of course, here also you see the project tabs, which is was recently added, and there you can see the FAPI project. And FAPI is not here because it's just like a project, a simple project. Because it's here because we trust and we basically believe in that project, and all the projects that will be on the gateway are validated projects with docs teams with great experience. So not all the trenches or all the shit will be here. This is only high quality. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
everything I have to say. Also, you earn the cash back, of course. Not to forget, whenever you stake, you earn cash back, which you can use to buy vertical native products.
Yes,
I
sir.
think I didn't miss anything. Maybe something about the burnings, if you want to say that, Mark.
Yeah. So I think this is also something, we can say, right, as of now. Obviously, when we consolidate the liquidity, from our different pairs into ETH, obviously this will, unlock also some VertiI tokens. And to show you guys that we are strongly committed here, we are going to be burning those tokens that, we have unlocked. These are tokens that once came from buybacks wallets or company wallets, etc. But we don't, for now, right? To show this commitment to ETH, obviously, someone was asking in the channel, are we going to see multi-chains again in the future? Who knows, right? When it makes sense, we will consider it, and we will get those tokens from the market to make sure that we can provide that liquidity again. But for now, we see no reason to hold them. We can burn them, and this also initiates the first burn ever happening on the vertical ecosystem. Um, let's see.
Yeah.
No,
So
yeah, I think
not,
you've mentioned everything.
yeah, yeah. So not to forget, just another reminder: gateway bridge over here. You can bridge your tokens from Avalanche to ETH and base to ETH for zero price impact.
Yes, sir. One on one. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, guys, let's see. We're going to be continuing here just to finalize everything. Guys, go to the gateway, bridge. We built our products in house, one on one, zero price impact, and come over to ETH. Let's make ETH great again, and join in everything that we have to offer. Let's see, guys. And I think this is the final important thing that we're going to be saying here, because soon, I think in about 2 weeks, we are going to be introducing one of the most uplifting rebrandings that we have ever done for Vertical, to show you guys that this new approach, this ecosystem approach, what this all means, right? We have the Vertical AI brand, the master of it all, the face of the ecosystem, what hangs above everything. We have the vertical gateway, which is going to be the hub where you can access every utility around our token. I was seeing someone in the group asking, we're going to be answering that question soon, but this is also where you're going to have access to all our tokens, but also all the partners that are offering their products over there. Guys, we are moving hard into this ecosystem push, and this rebranding is going to reflect everything that we are doing, as well as Vertical Labs, right? Like I was explaining at the start of the EMA, this is going to be the advisory arm, that is going to be looking out for high quality founding teams and high quality concepts that we can bring to the vertical ecosystem, without needing to grow our team internally, but we can still scale it out, offer more value for you guys through the token, through the gateway. And this is what our rebranding is going to be all about, this expansion, the grandness. What we are doing here needs to reflect in our brand. So let's see, what does that mean, right? We go from an AI building shop, right, where we started with, to an ecosystem where we seed, where we advise, where we build, where we scale, where we distribute. We don't have only standalone products anymore. No, it's all connected through a single token, and not every project is like, what it is, guys. You can if you look at some teams in the space, right, they set out to build a product, they launch a token for it, and then if it doesn't get adopted, all right, didn't work out. They leave the community with the bag, and then they fuck off, and then sorry for my language, but they move on, and then they start completely. Start completely new again, and we don't believe in that method, right? We believe in compounding into an ecosystem. We can introduce new products, they can work and they can not work, but what we're not doing is leaving our community behind. Guys, we have over 80,000 registered users on all the products within the vertical ecosystem, right? Don't forget, we have 12,000 token holders. you know we are already generating revenue from the products, right? And soon, the more revenue we generate, the more perks we can give back, the more, one way or another, we're able to trickle that back into our token economy. But we're also going to be opening it up, for other quality IDs. The last thing that we're going to be doing is leaving you guys behind. Guys, we are compounding here and not just rinse and repeating. We're introducing more and more products in the future. And you guys, as Vert AI holders and stakers, those who are the most loyal will benefit the most. And that's what we're saying, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Vertical is going to be the ecosystem introducing AI solutions on chain.
Mm-hmm. So, like a quick note, like this rebrand isn't a full brand change, of course. It's the same vertical recognition, just an upgraded and a more consistent look. Um, Basically, the goal is to align our vision and the storytelling under like one cohesive identity, I would say. So that's the goal of this rebranding. I think it's going to be amazing. One of our best designers, Maxime, is working on it right now. Um, and this marks a new start of the vertical era, a new vertical era, I would say. So we're not done yet. This is basically a new upgrade, so we can move on for the next 3 years again. Um, I hope you guys will like it, because it will also give a more consistent look over the whole vertical ecosystem, where we find that sometimes our story wasn't consistent because we did this vision change. Um, and I think this rebrand is gonna align everything, and there will be no confusion anymore. Everybody understands where vertical stands for, and also the icons will be amazing. So every icon is then consistent. Sometimes you sometimes saw like a different icon than on the Telegram than on the token. So yeah, hopefully this will give an upgrade to vertical as well.
Well, not hopefully, it will.
It will, it
Bang.
will, it will. Yes, sir.
All right, guys, that is the end, guys. It's time to start building. That's what we're doing behind the scene. You guys know it. I saw some questions in the chat. Yeah, let's see. When. This one. When vertical. When Vertical will be onboarding those top tier teams, they will have their own utility products. Will there be a chance to pay with VertiI from them through the gateway? Maybe with Git discount too. Yeah, guys. So there's three ways to join the alliance, right? And I think that we have this described in our docs. Um, First of all, we can just become cross marketing partners, right? We're promoting each other's products on our socials, like your typical partnership would look like in crypto. But what we're also offering is, some people have a product that we find amazing, right? We're currently, for example, talking with this AI company that provides this um, AI agent and no code environment to build your Shopify web shop instantly. And their product is phenomenal. They're also working with credits. So these guys, they're not going to launch a token, but they still want to expose their products to the vertical ecosystem. So they're not paying us. These kind of companies, they will be able to offer those credit packs and those subscriptions to their products on the gateway in the catalog for 15% discount. And that is what we're negotiating with them, is that you want to expose your products to us? Sure. We first need to like it. And if we like it, the only thing you have to do is offer 15% discount to our community. This means that VertiI will be your gateway to accessing high quality products, with AI, with the most economical pathway possible. And of course, the third way is, if we do find a team with a good concept that is able to, launch a token for it, if they want to get our advice, if they want to, get access to our network, our community, they have to do an airdrop, and that is a way for them to accelerate distribution, adoption from the get-go. These are the three ways, pathways people can join the Vertical Alliance and get access to our ecosystem. Thank you. Good question. I see a couple ones coming in. What is the latest update on the Asian campaign? Is it ever going to happen near term? There's a group for Turkish, but not one for the Chinese one, although you said there were. I mean, we can open up a Chinese group, of course, but I'm not sure how many Chinese people are in our community at the moment. We intentionally created this more topic orientated Telegram group so that we are able to expose it to new communities in the future. Yeah, you know what it is? The Asian campaign, it's a tricky one, right? It has a lot of different culture, different languages, but it is on our radar. We are still aiming to, expose it to the Asian market, everything all together. But yeah, now is not per se the right time, but we are first going to be consolidating towards ETH. When we are able to create momentum again, we can accelerate it even further with an Asian campaign indeed. Good question. Let's see there. Are we ever going to get a Chinese community? Would love to get updates about China. Yes. And guys, I think this is also a great comment, right? You have to realize that, we're a company where we make decisions, right? Where we have ambitions. But sometimes the moment that you want to pull the trigger, it might not be the right moment and you have to postpone it, right? For whatever reason, like obviously, we want to capture and conquer the world. And it can be possible that some things get delayed. So, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to do them. Please contact our community manager, Dawn, if you really want to have a Chinese community. Okay, you are saying.
Okay. Any more questions?
This question, what you're asking here, Otis 911, we have explained this actually today in our EMA. This liquidity is going to come back to ETH. So we are precisely doing what you're saying over here, because we are going to be improving our liquidity position on our E pair, because we see that we need to bring everything to the most important chain that we are on. Please watch back the EMA. We have went through this in details, and watch it back. You'll see that we're making the right decisions here. The liquidity that we once took out is now coming back to ETH. All right, guys. Let's see. I think that was it for now, Mac. I'm not sure if you want to add any last thoughts here.
No, I think it was a great EMA, actually. I loved it. I loved the energy. Everybody was involved. I think we put a lot of information out there, valuable information, and knowing that we're not done yet, and we will continue for the coming years. And this rebrand will initiate that. The products that we're building are still in full progress. So hopefully everybody understands that and understands and knows that we are grinding on the office daily. We are still here, guys. Let's fucking go.
Let's get building, guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Very excited to take you all along for this push and this journey. Let's get building, guys. I wish everybody a great day, great evening, wherever you are. But this is Mac and Mark tuning out.
Cheers, guys. Have a nice day.